All right, guys, we're going to see Forsen versus Savjz. Let's see the lineups. Forsen running Tempo Mage, Mech Shaman, and what Warlock was that? That was the Demon Warlock.
That should be like
both playing Demon Warlock.
Yeah,
it seems like
very aggressive from Forsen.
Seems like one of the best decks in the format currently.
All right,
even with the huge amount of RNG that it has.
That's true. It should beat Tempo Mage if I'm not mistaken. Although Tempo Mage has like coin right here, like Forsen. Coin is like super important in this matchup, especially for Tempo Mage. If Tempo Mage gets coin, like Flame Waker becomes like super unstoppable.
He actually has an amazing opening with that Gnome and Mad Scientist as well.
Yeah, he didn't mulligan anything. He kept his entire hand there.
All right, and what is Savjz looking for?
Early game, something to contest the board. He knows that he doesn't have coin, so he's just like trying to fill out his curve.
Abios Sergeant would be nice for the Voidwalker, just to trade for anything that will be played from Forsen here. But of course, the Clockwork Gnome will be tear apart anyway.
I actually think that the Imp Gang boss that Savjz drew is like pretty important, and the Mal'Ganis for the Void Caller.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Like, Savjz's hand is pretty good despite not having a play on turn 2.
We've seen so many matches won by Mal'Ganis being summoned by the Void Caller. Well, that Giant is also pretty nice, especially with the Imp Gang boss.
So this is the version running the Hunted Creepers instead of multiple coils?
He might be running a one-off, maybe?
Nah, I don't think so. Like, if you play Sea Giant, there is no way that he can fit spells in that deck. He just wants to play as many minions as possible to have bigger chances of playing the Sea Giant here.
I think you kind of have to get rid of that Imp Gang boss as quickly as possible because, like, you want to get the Flame Waker out.
Yeah.
Like, next turn's probably going to be Flame Waker, coin, Frostbolt or something.
And if you're kind of unlucky with the Juggers from the Flame Waker, you can just summon more Imps without any real
you're just, like, feeding the Imps.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Things get out of control.
You give your opponent more points per attack.
Oh, man, Implosion as well.
Looks a little tired or something.
Tired? I think that's most likely hangover.
Yeah, probably.
Forsen is known to party.
Yeah.
But after some time you get used to it. Like,
yeah.
It's rare that you see Forsen really sober in those tournaments and being rested.
I think he's just gonna go for the Mal'Ganis. Like this is a perfect implosion.
Turn. Yeah, because you get the Mal'Ganis out. So if there will be no clear way of removing the Mal'Ganis, each of your imps are free.
Yeah.
So even like a result of 2 on the implosion seems like a really great option.
I think he's too focused on the secret right now to really like see the play though. Like,
if it's a mirror entity,
it is a mirror entity, but it doesn't copy. It doesn't copy what comes out. I don't think, at least.
I don't know. I would really love to see the implosion and the Mal'Ganis this turn. It's just such a big drop on 10-5 to have a 9/7 minion and like 2 to 4 minions with free stats.
I agree, and he can't like kill it because he can't fireball ping.
Well, he can fireball the coin
he has
ping,
coin.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
But then if he doesn't have fireball, you can instantly win the game.
Yeah.
So it's like a. It's not even all in because you play the card for free.
Exactly.
And you have a guaranteed way of removing the Yeti. So I don't know.
But what Savjz did wasn't like too bad. Like he cleared the mirror entity. Still gonna get Mal'Ganis. It's just he doesn't get those imps. They're super juicy 3/3s.
Now also there is a risk that he's going to pick up Doomguard, so you have only 50% chance to get Mal'Ganis. Yeah. But then getting a Doomguard is not that bad.
Forsen's like not even sure if he's actually awake right now.
Is this real life?
That party? I don't know.
Someone give him a bucket just in case.
Forsen's like, look at him. It's like, oh, do you have Mal'Ganis? Trying to bait Savjz. That Savjz has a poker face, like no emotions there. Yeah, Savjz definitely not impressed. Smiling now. It's like, hey, Forsen, make your play. Coin Torison? What do you guys think about that?
I don't know.
Well, then you have Antonidas next turn with a 0-mana spell part.
I like not killing the Voidwalker or the Void Caller here because whenever you kill a Void Caller, you're basically like giving the minion that comes out charge. Because like they get an attack next turn, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, there is a Doomguard I was talking about
with charge.
Well, but now it's awkward because you wanted the Mal'Ganis out.
No, but he still got a 5/7.
Oh man, Forsen Nature, Savjz War Forehead. Oh,
That's 4.
That is
And that's
easy
a
Sea Giant.
Yeah, an 8/8 Sea Giant for 2 mana.
That's crazy. That is, and he's gonna follow it up with a boom.
Or
So
a
many 8/8s, man.
Or a Doomguard and a Mal'Ganis.
There's I don't know. Forsen's chance at this game does not look very good.
You can see our audience really focus on the screen. Oh man, he gets
look at that,
Mal'Ganis.
That's a Mal'Ganis. That seems like a really good board to me, you know?
Oh, no.
How much stats is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 26, plus 16. So that's 42 and 51, 58 stats for 6 mana.
And that's a concede, I believe, because he doesn't have anything to remove Mal'Ganis. He can kill one of the imps with the frostbolts, and that's it. He can set up a taunt. Like Antonidas with a taunt.
I
Wow.
don't know. Leave that alone, Bible Thump. So sad.
Flame Waker and 3 spells. Maybe with some sick hits.
For Mal'Ganis? That doesn't really do much anyway.
You have to kill Mal'Ganis, but like, what do? You like Archmage Stealth, Frostbolt to Mal'Ganis. Next turn you can like maybe try to do something.
You can't stealth, you have 6 mana.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. You lose.
So you Flame Waker, you Frostbolt Mal'Ganis, you hit Mal'Ganis 2 times with the
and
Flame
then you
Waker.
use
The spur part, and you
Yeah.
hit Mal'Ganis 2 times again. Well,
And
you
then-
have 3 spells basically.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
you
it's easy peasy.
You can even ping, like if you miss a couple of hits.
Or you could use like the stealth, kills off some imps after. Easy.
All right, he's going for it.
I like it.
Well, that's the only way.
That's the best play, honestly.
No time for animations.
Oh. All right. Now they all just have to hit Mal'Ganis. Nah.
Well, does it hit?
He tried. At least he tried. Well, that was the play he could make. So
Well, that was a quick game. Mal'Ganis just shuts down the whole board.
yes.
You see, I really like how the Void Color works, because it's not like it's a card that you can play around, because you can trigger it at any point of the game when you want to.
Yeah.
And your opponent can also take advantage of it, because if he has like a big game hunter,
Yeah, you can
play
just
around
proc it yourself. Yeah.
So it's not like a card that you don't have an answer to. And Silence just shuts it down, and so it's just a
Exactly.
3/4 minion, which doesn't really do much then. So I think Void Color is perfectly balanced for the game, and we'll see how the game develops with new demons being introduced to the game. Like next expansion, let's say there will be like 2 more demons with power level of Mal'Ganis, then Void Color might
Oh
be
my
a
goodness,
problem.
that'd be
But
terrifying.
in case they will be adding more minions like from in the mid game, like for 3 mana, 4 mana, that have like an Imp Gang boss. You're not really that happy when an Imp Gang boss is being called.
Yeah,
from
but I
Void
mean, it's
Color,
a
right?
free Imp Gang boss,
Yeah, but
regardless.
You know, it's a 4 mana 3/4 minion, so it's not like that super impactful
That's
on
true.
the board, right?
All right, guys. Game 2 is ready, and
It's a-
Forsen is taking his own.
It's a pretty good starting hand from
So-
Forsen. I don't know who's really favored in this. I would say it's the Hunter most of the time. It's interesting that Savjz threw away the bow there. I probably would have kept it. Oh, he's looking for Explosive Trap, I think. That's good. That's one of the most important draws.
It's funny
So
to see the Explosive Trap as one of the draws you want to see, because usually you just want the Mad Scientist, you know. And if you play against Zoo or a Face Hunter, a timely played Explosive Trap from the hand is more important than the Mad Scientist itself.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Doug, what do you think about this matchup overall? Well, we talked about it that Explosive Trap is important, Unleash is important. Do you think Hunter has a big advantage, or do you think it's more equal?
I would say that Hunter is favored, especially if you're running Explosive Traps. It's,
Forsen is sleeping.
yeah, Forsen. It's really dependent, though. Like, it looks like it's, did we see any charge units? Is it hybrid, or is it just straight mid-range?
I think it's mid range actually.
Okay.
I don't think we saw an Archon Golem or Wolf Rider
Okay.
in Savjz's deck. By the way, if you were like wondering, that's how the Polish participants in World of Warcraft TCG usually look like Forsen during LAN events. I mean, yeah.
Forsen is just dying there. It's like, what am I doing? Do I attack now and lose damage without Lyra Wool Alpha?
I don't know. Anything you do here is kind of bad. You hope it's freezing, I guess.
There's no way.
Yeah, I know, right?
Even if it's freezing, you
maybe-
attack first with the Knife Juggler. Because
Yeah.
you just don't want to bounce back, they flame him.
Yeah,
It's
that's a lot
so
of damage.
awful.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's like, I hope. He's like staring at Savjz, trying to get a read.
So you can also possibly maybe tap and hope for Defender Vargas. You have 2 draws. If you play 2, you might go for it, but it's risky.
Oh, man.
And
I greet you, my friend.
I think you tap first anyway.
Yeah, I think you just sit. I don't really see a way.
Well, this can push for damage.
Yeah.
And not die, but I don't know if he plays Void Terror, because that might change a little. If he draws like a Void Terror next turn, then he can PO Knife Juggler, attack into the face, and then play the Void Terror.
Void Terror would be pretty big. Forsen Savjz doesn't really have a way to deal with it, but I don't know. This is looking so good for Savjz.
Yeah, just stall now, get the damage done, deal with the board as well, stopping Forsen's aggression.
I like Scientist here. It doesn't really get punished. If he trades in a unit, then if he attacks with the other one, it'll get frozen, and it's fine.
It will, yeah.
It'll die to explosive, but the next one will get frozen.
It depends what he attacks.
Yeah.
If he attacks, yeah.
Void Walker, not really what you want to see. So you sacrifice Flame him into the Mad Scientist, right?
Yeah, I think that's the play 100% right now. And then he gets a free freezing trap, and then you're
trigger the explosive
yeah, you're kind of
trap,
done. Like I don't know.
Well, you have to trigger the explosive trap right now, and then play the Void Walker and the Direwolf Alpha, I think.
I think that's the best play. You could try to tap into something that's kind of risky. I do think you pop the explosive now.
Yes, you have to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah, because you can't develop the board with it. Yeah.
And you want to play around Eagle Hornbow as well.
What you could do is you could PO it and proc both, actually. That's a good play.
But then you lose PO with an real effect.
Yeah, but
It's like
you proc a Freezing Trap. It's a card for a card, but Freezing Trap 2 mana, PO 1.
But like the Freezing Trap was played for 0.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a 2 mana card, right?
I agree with Dog. It's fine because then you have also the Void Walker and Direwolf Alpha.
You have a board at that point. You can even maybe come back. I like this a lot. Yeah, he sees it.
To be honest, I don't like it. I just think that the PO is too important to act on raising the game itself, or to keep it for the Void Terror.
But your juggler doesn't even die. It's so sweet.
Yeah, and you keep this board. You are going to deal that 4 damage anyway with the minions that you got on board.
He has Juggler Unleash and Double Creeper, and I don't think that Forsen is going to pop those creepers.
Yeah.
Savjz has just been drawing like pretty well. I mean, he did mulligan like his bow away, and like I probably would have kept that, and you know maybe that was why he got the explosive trap, things like that. Those good draws. I mean,
he kept the second Doom card.
Well, this is the time you go ham.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the time when the PO would have been handy, you know.
Well, Void Walker is going to deal that damage anyway.
All right, let's see.
Possibly.
It will deal half of that.
Oh, dang.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
Yeah. See how these juggles go. Forsen does not look happy that he had Juggler Unleash. Trade 1, go face.
Oh, wow. That was quite unfortunate for Savjz, though.
Yeah, he did not get very good juggles.
Well, still, you got you got so much free damage.
Exactly, yeah.
You can't really complain.
Is Savjz close to lethal next turn?
Abusive Surgeon, so that's
I think you just go for it. I don't know if there's like
That's 12 points of damage.
any way you can deal with it. Yeah, it's actually like he has no more charge units in his deck, so I don't know. Savjz has to deal with the board or lethal him. I'm not sure. That's a lot of damage, though.
Well, that's lethal.
That's
wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is crazy.
That's way.
Did he have lethal before that though?
I think yeah, with hero power.
Yeah, it was lethal before. Okay. And Savjz is going to take lead 2-0.
Yeah, that's really massive for Savjz. Now he only needs to win with his
Is that
warrior.
Patron or is that Control?
I think that's Patron, actually.
I think it's Patron.
Okay,
yeah.
Patron against Tempo Mage,
lineup.
not that bad. Against Mech Shaman, not that bad. Zoo, not that bad.
I think he has 3 good matchups.
Yeah, they're not like super favorable, but they're like not bad by any stretch of the imagination.
Still, Patron can whiff on draws and just fail miserably.
That is true. Forsen's decks can snowball so hard. If he gets good draws, it's just going to be bad for Savjz, but we'll see.
If you are vouching and you are rooting for Forsen, definitely send him your energy right now. He needs some energy. He's dying there.
Don't let Dad die.
Oh, look, there's a Fear War X.
Yeah,
And a Frothing
that's
Berserker.
a pretty good draw. I would
would
probably
have
keep that
kept-
whole
yeah.
hand.
Yeah,
I don't
me
know.
too.
It's good enough.
The Voidwalker for Forsen doesn't really make any difference here.
I think Savjz just wants like the Death Bite.
Yeah.
You know what? When I play against with Demon Lock, when I play against Pattern Warrior or Warrior in general, I just dig for Void Color and ditch anything else.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think the little stuff's gonna matter too much. I mean,
exactly. It's just a lost card to a weapon, and it doesn't really push for damage anyway.
Yeah.
So the Voidwalker is something I really dislike in my opening hand. So I wouldn't have kept that.
Do you think they should play another match after this, if Savjz wins? So,
Well,
0 Forsen?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I wonder if Savjz would agree to that.
Well, what we normally do, if Forsen loses 0-3, we add a loss.
Ah, okay.
Extra loss, you know.
Yeah, it looks like Savjz is in a pretty commanding position.
You just play the Frozen Berserker, I think.
Yeah, why not?
There's like no really easy way of the Warlock to clear the Floating Berserker. Then you have your weapon to buff the Floating Berserker next turn. So it clears almost everything that the Forsen will play. And Acolyte of Pain, it's not really that important at this state of the game to
you can also
gain card draw.
you can also buff the Acolyte like later. But this is, I mean, either was fine, honestly. This is a little weaker to Implosion, but if he Implosions, Death Bite, and then, you know.
It's more about the strategy you take. If you want to draw cards to assemble your combo parts.
Oh, don't roll 2. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Maximum.
It's, I mean, Savjz has the Death Bite, so not going to be too great, but it's okay.
Yeah, he can deal with that. Frothing is nice with Warsong, and he had that Frothing because it can deal so much damage.
Man,
when charged.
Forsen has a lot of cards. Savjz is just smorking it up. If Savjz waits a turn, does he have lethal? Like with the Frothing?
He can wait it, yeah. He just doesn't
That'll be 5/7.
Well, he can just
9. No, he will not have lethal.
It's like pretty off, but like I don't know if you draw like an inner age or something.
I think you just don't do anything.
I think
just
sitting one
up.
turn. Yeah, sitting one turn is actually pretty good. A lot of warriors don't realize they can take a little bit of damage. Like you're wasting 4 to his face. I know it's like, you know, Hunter would be
really
proud,
wasting,
but
right?
yeah.
Because you have the option just to drop the Berserker and
yeah, I like this.
If the Berserker survives,
but I actually don't like this because that damage is just going to go into the Berserker, right?
Yeah, that's
so
true,
I don't think he should have just passed. That was
yeah, but then like you are saving your Death Bite.
Yeah, saving the Death Bite I do like. Maybe he'll Bane this turn. I'm actually not sure.
Sacrifice 2, Bane of Doom. Seems like a good option if there's Mal'Ganis in there.
Yeah.
Doomguard will be also okay. Because that pushes for the execute from the warrior.
That hand is just like so strange.
Other option is Knife Juggler, Abusive Sergeant, the Egg.
I don't think you sacrifice the Egg. Well, I guess if you play the Knife Juggler, you can because you're you have a different target for the Death Bite to attack.
Yep.
Do you want to cycle the Coil here? That's the question.
Do you have an option? Do you want to lose so many imps? I guess.
Well, the Death Bite's going to take care of it. There's no way that Savjz doesn't attack with the Death Bite. I don't agree with pushing with that, yeah.
I like attacking with the imps so that you deny.
I like cycling the Coil also. I don't think you're going to need it this game.
But then you have so many minions for a possible.
You can even just push damage with a PO if you want, but
I think the PO is the correct move here. Because you need the more damage
exactly,
with the
yeah.
Egg.
You don't want to like let the warrior stay too long. But the thing is, if Savjz had a Whirlwind, which might have been going through Forsen's head, board would have been cleared, game would have been pretty close to over.
Savjz is 3 damage of lethal, by the way. So if he...
Just go for it. You go ham.
Just put him at 3.
You have Grommash kill him in 2 turns.
Yep.
Makes sense.
What?
He might be going for it. Oh, without charge. Oh, okay. He's going to execute.
Battle Rage?
Oh, Battle Rage.
Yeah.
This is fine. If he gets a Patron or something, like, he can combo it later.
There's a Patron.
Yeah. So, let's see. From Forsen's side, do you think he's going to use Bane or do you think he's going to use
PO?
I think I like Abusive Bane.
Abusive Sage and then Bane seems like the best option.
I like that.
Well, Forsen had a lot of success with Bane before, getting Mal'Ganis and stuff.
And then the Blood Imp comes out. And that's why you don't play that card.
All right, the Bane is going to drop.
RNG Stone. Go, go.
That's not bad.
That's alright, a 3/3 blank is fine. That's a demon as well.
It's like a Keeper of the Grove.
Mediocre.
Yeah, it's like a 3/3 minion dealt to damage when it comes into play. Seems okay.
So Savjz needs one more mana crystal. For now, just developing whatever.
Do you play the Armor Smith here?
You should.
I mean, it soaks up 4 damage. It's fine, probably.
And now you know that there's turn 8, so you would sacrifice your Abusive Surgeon and not play any minion that has below 3 attack.
Yeah, I think it would be a mistake to play the second Abusive.
Yeah. Or I think you just go with Doomguard, you know?
Yeah, I like Knife Juggler Doomguard here.
Why not play Doomguard, Knife Juggler, just to have the option to not discard the second Doomguard or PO?
I would definitely play the Knife Juggler.
It's an extra unit on board. It pushes 3, so I guess Doomguard's 5 damage. It pushes 4 because of the knife. So you lose 1 damage, but you get a bigger body.
So the reasoning to not play the Knife Juggler is that you will have a lesser chance to discard Mal'Ganis or a second Doomguard.
Yeah. I think you just go for it. Why not?
I'm not sure. I would rather stick to keep the Knife
Looks like
Juggler
he
in my
agrees with
hand.
you.
All right, this might be huge. If he discards both Doomguard and Mal'Ganis.
Like, he can always play the Knife Juggler afterwards.
I don't think he needs to tap here. There's no reason to. Yeah, he's debating. All right.
But he has to sacrifice now the Abusive Surgeon just not kill the Loot Hoarder with that.
Ooh, that was the worst discard, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, yeah, he discarded both of the
Both of them. But, I mean, he's setting up for lethal anyways, I believe. It's 6 in hand plus board.
But the board will be... One creature of the board will be dead.
It's so funny that Savjz is not able to use the Patron here at all. Like, Forsen played around it excellently.
Well, he wouldn't be able to if you would hit the Loot Hoarder with the knife.
That's true. But that's only one Green Patron.
So how much damage does that have?
5, 8, 12,
I think Savjz is
14.
trying to figure out if he can just Gromosh and live. I think he's like, because you don't really want to use your second. Was that the second? No, it's not the second. You don't want to use the War Song because that's like your combo piece. So like he can War Song, Loot Hoarder, execute, but that's like it doesn't really win you the game, right? You're not really getting bored. You're just putting on a 2/3 and like cycling 1 card.
Yeah.
But
all right, so it seems that Savjz is dead here.
oh, he can execute War Song and Loot Hoarder. Right? Does that save him? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's that will be 14 damage. But you don't want to use Warsong here, like.
Yeah, exactly. You need to save it, and I understand that.
All right, so Forsen is going to take 1 game of Savjz with his Demon Warlock. Forsen needs banana from Stanislav Sivka for some energy.
Oh, the massive BM incoming.
Forsen is BMing so much, and sometimes he misses the kill because of that.
All right, so
Also, the first time the pattern fails.
yeah. I think Savjz just didn't get enough card draw, and I don't know. Forsen didn't really put that much pressure on early, but he's still like, I don't know. He got a board mid-game and then just kind of pushed damage.
So do you guys think like on turn 6, Savjz should have go face with the
he
Frozen?
should have played aggressively in this matchup just to push for no taunts from Forsen. Could have been game because there will be weapons for Savjz maybe to finish off the health totals.
It's hard
right?
to tell though, because like Forsen runs double Argus. If you had an Argus, and can't really get past that and stuff like that. That's a pretty good hand from Forsen.
For both of them.
Yeah, for Savjz also double weapon. You definitely keep both weapons.
Yes,
for sure. The frothing is the thing that you're like unsure about.
Forsen would love to have the coin here.
I think the frothing is really weak to Tempomate because of flame cannons. So
yeah, exactly.
I would ditch the frothing berserker, but definitely keep the Acolyte of Pain when you have Death Spider in hand.
You almost always keep Acolyte of Pain in this match. Like with this deck, this is one of the key cards for you to draw cards.
Well, does Savjz run Loot Hoarders? Yeah, he does because he just played it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
Loot Hoarder is pretty good against Tempo Mage. They don't really want to ping it, and if they don't have coin, they can't really kill a Flame Waker. It works out. But the Force is going to be mad.
I think no one is mad because it's like it always happens.
It always happens. They always have Vorax.
There's a flame cannon, so
It's a good hand as long as he gets some like bigger threats, some cycle, something like that. Do you give him that? I might. What else are you going to give him? Okay.
That's a cycle at least. Like you want to cycle. You want to have more cards now, especially after getting Torison.
I like this more, yeah.
So 2 mana Vims will be dying to single Fey Vorax. That's kind of sad. It's like a
They got 2 damage.
so it's like a Void Walker,
Yeah.
basically. It's exactly the same.
Oh man, you would love to play that Yeti, but you can't.
Do you flame cannon?
You have to, I think.
I think you played the Yeti.
I'm not sure.
This is a combo deck. You want to deny the draw as much as possible.
I like this. Battle Rage would have been pretty big, but I mean, he just doesn't want him to have weapons, right? But he already has the weapons, so.
Yeah, now Forsen is upset. Death Spite on 4 is one of the strongest plays that
Now we
Green
can't
Patient
play
can
any
do.
of Yeti.
You just have to play the Drake, I think.
Yeah. Now, Mad Sense is really awful here.
Yeah, you definitely don't. Drake's a free card. There you go.
Arcane Attack is a good drop.
The Warrior's actually getting kind of weak, but I mean, he has Emperor on 6, so it's just going to come down to like.
And he has the Wars Commander already in hand.
It's interesting he's running BGH.
Why? Why is it interesting?
I don't know. I like tested with that card a lot, and I figure you have 2 executes anyways. Like, it's only good against Druid. You're going to be executing like big targets. Weapons go to the little targets anyways.
Well, it increases the chances against Handlock, which is
the
true. Most difficult matchup for Patron.
Yeah, and it helps against Zoo. It's just I don't know.
And it also helps in the mirror match if there's like a floating Berserker which has like 800 attack.
And most of the time you just cut Courser, so it's not like it's hurting your deck
like
so
sometimes
much.
you can cut Cycle, and then I don't know. It depends. It works pretty well in Warrior though because of Cruel Taskmaster, things like that.
Yep, that's true. That's a good point. You can kill an Emperor on, just with the Taskmaster and the Game Hunter.
And you get a board.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
Board, yeah.
So now it's a question like how to increase the Emperor value. So I think he's going to use Execute as well. Like he can't take that much damage. So maybe just attack.
You might just want to like War Song and Loot Hoarder and then just get it out of your hand. I don't know. That might be bad, but
I like
people like hold on to War Song too much sometimes.
Death Spite, Mad Scientist, execute the 4/4 and play Loot Hoarder, I think.
He doesn't kill the... Okay, he kills the Dragon deck.
Alright, this is good as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah, give him the Loot Hoarder, garbage card.
Well, the Loot Hoarder is not a garbage card, I would say. It's like... It cycles for Forsen here, so it might give him like a chance to draw Antonidas one turn earlier.
That is true.
Yeah, but this was a strong play for Savjz because not only he saved some health on him, he is increasing his Torisen's value, and he dealt with Mirror Entity, so he will be able to play Torisen now.
Yeah, there's no question. You just have to drop it on 6.
Well, the Hearthstone is not useful
yeah, like
at all.
he includes like Harrison and BGH. He just like I don't know. I guess he's
it's too much tech cards in my opinion. Like I like the Big Game Hunter, but the Hearthstone Jones is just I don't know.
It's mostly for the mirrors,
yeah,
but
the
also
mirrors, like
Hunter Rogue as well. Like a lot of people play Rogue, like the top players.
Yeah.
Bilbin is not bad. At least it guarantees 2 damage. And it's not weak.
So you can go face with the Frostbolt. I like it. Yeah, this is looking good for Forsen.
So next turn he has 10, 13 damage. So, Savjz has to use Grommash, or
yeah, I like Grommash here.
He has to use his hero power to stay out of range of the Frostbolt.
You can cycle a decent amount if you want to like play War Song, Acolyte, Whirlwind, Battle Rage, draw a second.
Yeah,
like,
that's a really good really good hand too.
But I might like Grommash here. The thing is, it dies to a Fireball, and then you don't develop board afterwards.
The question is, do you really think you're dead? There is 8 points of damage as you can see, 9 points of damage as you can see. So he will need 4 more.
I think you drop the Warzone Commander because it's a huge threat. If you don't die the next turn from your opponent's hand, then it's implied to kill the Warzone Commander.
What is this? What?
Why this first? Maybe he's just bluffing, I don't know. Wait, what?
Wait, did you guys say that Savjz is dead? He's not dead.
Oh, okay. This makes sense.
That makes sense,
yeah.
yes.
Kind of strange, but not bad.
Mirror Image is definitely not bad.
Do you just like play it and go face, dome him?
Oh, well,
Warrior
first
has no way to deal with
Double Arcane Intellect, okay.
you definitely draw first.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you can go with the Mirror Entity or Frostbolt. I think Mirror Entity is
Mirror Image seems pretty appealing.
Yeah, Mirror
here.
Image, yeah.
Yeah, you can play both Mirror Image and the Time Reminder for the mirror, one of the Mirror Images. Because it's for 0 mana, so you can replay it.
He's showing us.
Man.
He knows. That's the Reynard play. Reynard did that Legendary Series.
Oh man,
That
I
was
didn't know Forsen was on Archon.
Oh man, I love watching Forsen.
Yeah,
He's having so much fun
Is
with
the
the
mirror
game.
image for 0 mana? Yeah, it is
Yeah,
for
it's for
0.
0. He's checking right now.
Yeah. I think you have to do it because that's guaranteed 2 damage from the Flame Waker, so maybe at least 1 will go to the face, and that's always bringing you closer. That was quite unfortunate.
Still, I like the play. It was good.
So now Forsen Commander, Acolyte of Pain, Inner Rage, the Acolyte of Pain, or first Battle Rage for 1. I think first Battle Rage might be more important. No, I really don't know what Savjz deck lineup is currently like. Does he play Shield Slams, Shield Blocks? Probably not, because he's stacking out Beacon Hunters and the Harrison Jones.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a way to get out of range unless he draws an Armor Smith. So if he draws an Armor Smith right now...
Whirlwind and Frothing,
Oh,
go!
that's not bad.
No Frothing,
No.
okay.
Casting is so much more relaxing than playing. When you're playing, you have to actually like find the best play, right? When you're casting, you're just kind of like looking at it. You're like, yeah, you could do this, you could do that.
You only say that, dog, because you had Lord Walker Cho on board.
Oh, that was a very hard game.
You got stressed. If he will get Frothing, that would be interesting. But now, what do? Do you want to draw more cards? You have to deal with the board. You're at 7. And you need to kill the Flame Wicker as well, because it represents so much damage if unattended.
You can get past it with the War Axe. And then play your Frothing, your
Acolyte of Pain?
Acolyte, and then you can... How much
Wait,
mana
what
is
Frothing?
that? 2 plus... Oh, not Frothing, Warsong Acolyte.
You will not have enough mana if you play everything.
So Inner Rage on the...
Well, he could
on
play
the mirror
Warsong.
images?
Yeah, I guess so. I like this.
Yeah, this is one of the best.
Yeah, because he gets the armor as well.
Icons here.
I like that.
Alright, so just dealing with the board, freezing the Giblin.
So Fireball is lethal.
Oh,
And
that's a
there it
fireball.
is.
Alright, so
All right.
Forsen is going to tie the series versus Savjz.
That's crazy. 2-2, man. Patron off.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah, move Arcane Intellect.
I like it when like pros play against each other. See, they're both having a good time, and like it's just, I don't know. This event's like fun. You get to meet everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of friends, right?
Yeah.
Now Forsen's bringing the custom Shaman.
It's okay.
Have we seen that Shaman before? I think like last time we've seen Forsen on stream, he didn't show the Shaman. But I believe this is the mech.
It's Mech Shaman.
It's Mech Shaman.
He's winning his champions, or bringing his champions in lineup or whatever. Double Spider Tank, not too bad. Savjz doesn't have a weapon. Ooh, he doesn't keep Spider Tanks. Interesting. He's looking for the
Mech
World.
Warper, Cogmaster.
He's looking for a Noyotron mostly. A Noyotron's like one of the best cards in the matchup.
early. Because
yeah, early, yeah. Exactly.
So what do you think, Dog, about Forsen's hand? There is the Cogmaster, so might...
It just depends if he top decks like a few cards. Like he only needs like 1 or 2 to fill out his curve, then he can start playing his like Shredder, his Lotheb. That's not really that good though.
Oh man, this turn, it's just he just throw them up.
You could almost have crackled that, but Taunt Totem.
That's good.
Perfect, yeah, perfect.
So with Frothing now,
You can
I think you have to crackle that.
you have Flame Tongue as well.
you do have Flame.
But if you play a Flame Tongue, then you sacrifice both of your minions and your Flame Tongue is just left unattended.
You can Flame Tongue, Coin,
you lose your
Crackle.
entire board unless like you can Crackle. Coin Crackle.
Crackle and minion is way better in my opinion.
What is he? What is this?
Crackle, bro, crackle.
Wait.
Crackle
He's-
now.
If he kills off, this is confusing to me. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Because that's a mech. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
well, I would still love to see Crackle here
So
instead.
Whirlwind maybe. Get that sweet face damage. Execute. Oh doggy.
yeah, he's going for the Whirlwinds.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage, and he's gonna have to crackle that after.
Yeah,
that's why I would like to crackle first.
Such a swing. Already with the Frothing Berserker.
Oh man.
Now we Crackle, I guess. Oh man, 11 points of damage.
Steroids not banned in this tournament. Frothing hit for 11 on turn 4. Jesus.
Noetron. Oh.
Noetron's a good draw. A very good draw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it curves him out, protects the Flame Tongue. Forsen is actually in this because Savjz doesn't have any card draw. If he needs like Battle Rage, he needs something to like continue his flow.
Alkalite. If he draws Zoomhammer, the Harrison Jones is basically the best card in the game.
Like, even if there is a Power Mace, it's still some card draw and he deals with the weapon.
Exactly.
Second Crackle.
Yeah, so it kind of looks good for Forsen with those minions. Lothar will be good. Warsong doesn't do much. He still needs draw.
Yeah, I don't... This is looking really good for Forsen,
You have to play first the Thorson, because if there's a mana ref popping out...
I think Forsen will be afraid of the Doomsayer. Like, he got Doomsayer too many times.
I like killing the Flame Tongue here. Makes it awkward for him to trade in.
I don't think you trade. You just leave the Emperor.
Yeah, you have to leave it up. Yeah. But before he could have traded if he got a 3-attack minion. That's why he killed it off.
Oh!
That's a card.
So...
You played right now? You saw one execute and only 2 cards in your opponent's hand. So I guess Fellow Reaver might be the best option here, but you might know that there's a Big Game Hunter in Savjz's deck. So, well, actually, that makes him play the Fellow Reaver even more, because he doesn't want to give more opportunities to Savjz to draw the Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, no BGH for now, though, so Fellow Reaver is a threat. Is he going to kill it?
I don't
Second Anoitron is being burned. Mech Warper and Spider Tank. That is actually good for Forsen, because those draws were like kind of awkward. Oh. Well, he would wanted to clear it anyway, right? So that's the difference.
Yeah, things are looking really good for Forsen right now, just because Savjz like ran out of card draw. And this is what happens when you include the tech cards like Harrison and BGH. Like, imagine if that was a cycle card. You could get him closer to more cycle cards, things like that.
Power Mace, Fire Mantle, and Elf Shock. Elf Shock is not as crucial as in other matchups, because there are no taunts when Savjz plays such teched out deck, right? There will be no Belcher.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't even matter. Because
is a draw.
Yeah, he will be able to kill it.
Nope, 0 cares.
I like it.
care about the Warsaw Commander when your minions are like so big, right?
He only has one card.
Yeah, you just win next turn with possible Ragnaros or maybe Crackle. So
is this a coincidence that once Twitch chat sent Forsen their energy, he started winning?
I know, it's not a coincidence. Look at Forsen, he seems energized.
I'm so excited.
Rogue Biter, Robin Zapamatic, a second one, and a Lava Burst. So Savjz knows that's only second Crackle when it comes to direct damage. From spells, I mean.
Guys, this is going to decide the match. Whoever wins it, whoever is eliminated from the tournament.
It's a 50-50 lethal right now.
11. Now, if you Crackle for 4, that's game.
No,
yeah, you told him first. Yeah.
So that's 25% to win the game instantly, and then you have a 75% to win the game.
I like the Ragnaros, I think.
The Ragnaros is 50-50.
Yeah, Ragnaros might be better, because
and
with Ragnaros... Exactly. With Ragnaros, you can't end up...
Why
Well, okay, yeah, no, it's 75% chance.
He does it for the win, so Forsen going to take the series. And Savjz...
Yeah, reverse sweep, that's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
So, Patchen failed miserably.